So in this video today, we're going to look at 3 big marketing mistakes that people make and how you can turn them into actual top tips to really help you and your NFT project thrive. It's about addressing these issues early on, about understanding what people have done wrong in the space and how to rectify it so that you don't make the same mistakes. And actually, if you stick around to make sure you hear the last tip and mistake that I've got, that one for me, I think is the biggest mistake a lot of people have made and that have found it really hard to rectify in the future, and actually ends up being a lot more costly and not as good for their project if they don't do it as early as they can. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Stick around for that. But for now, let's dive right in. Okay, the first marketing mistake that people make is that, and I have to say, I've seen this with not just smaller projects, but actually with large brands doing this as well and getting it totally wrong. It's about trying to do a stealth drop. Now, what do I mean by a stealth drop? A stealth drop is basically no marketing. You drop the project and then you expect people to kind of know about it. And it's kind of like, it's come out of nowhere. This isn't how the NFT space works. The NFT space needs organic growth and community behind it in order to have any success when it comes to your project. So even if you've got your NFT project ready and raring to go, don't be scared to hold it back and really focus on those marketing, that communication, being on Twitter, being on LinkedIn, making sure you've built your Discord accordingly so you know where to filter people. Have that customer journey from the beginning to the middle to the end so that you know exactly where you want to take your customers on before you even announce that it's available for mint. Why? Because this is what people want to see. They want to see it run like a proper business. They want to see the thought and the strategy coming in. And for you, you want to make sure that you've got a community that when you decide to actually drop that NFT and announce that it is dropped, is to allow people to have learned enough information about it to actually go, wow, you guys have given me so much info and I've got so much clarity on the team and you guys are already doing amazing things. Why wouldn't I want to buy your NFT? I mean, that makes it much more simple, right? And how long do you need to spend in order to do this? Weeks, months? It's totally up to you, but you should definitely take the time. Bear in mind that we've had this whole cycle of hype drops as well, where people have been working hard and grinding to get whitelist spots and things like that. Doesn't work. What you want to be doing is really getting the word out in a really good organic way. One project that I think has done this really, really well is The Drift, and they have built an incredibly solid project. These guys have learned from other projects that they've done in the past, and I think they're doing this stuff really, really well. So if you want to go and have a look at a project that's doing things in the right way, check these guys out. Okay, number 2 on my list, and a big mistake that I think a lot of people make, is that they don't know actually how to treat their customer. And this is kind of a business 101 no-no, because what you need to remember is your NFT, your collection. This is the business, and this is what people are buying into, and the way they're buying into you is essentially like an investor or a shareholder. So every person that buys that NFT, you need to give them some sort of return on investment. So you need to be able to know how to treat your customer and treat them with respect so that they then do some organic marketing for you themselves by telling other people just how great you are. It's a really simple thing to do, but if you start neglecting your customer, if you don't answer their questions, and if you don't show up and be completely transparent about what you're doing, where your roadmap's going, any problems that you're facing, all that kind of stuff, you're going to run into a lot of problems with the community. And a few people in the community that start spreading FUD because they're not happy can be totally damaging to your particular project. So I would always suggest, and this is going to come on to point number 1, and the most important point that you're going to want to stick around for is the one that you're going to have to really think about the moment you start minting. But before that, I want to just focus on how to treat your customer. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. What would you want out of a project? Look at some amazing projects and see what they do for their customers. Are they delivering amazing airdrops so that your customers are getting complete value again and again and again? Yes, that's probably something you want to emulate. So you can't just think about your NFT collection 1. You need to think about what's that added value you're going to be giving. You need to be thinking 6 months down the line. Are you going to release a secondary collection? How is this all going to work for you? How can you surprise your customer? Most recently, Adidas, who have done their Into the Metaverse NFT, have surprised customers on their Discord and the community by saying that all Phase 2 NFT wallet holders will receive a special airdrop. Now, none of us were expecting that, but it's an amazing added value when you get it. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, they gave their Bored Ape holders and their Mutant Ape holders ApeCoin. Suddenly we got incredible value because they were launching a cryptocurrency. It's amazing what you can do if you treat your customers well, and that is part of a great growth strategy for a lot of NFT projects, and it's something that people don't think of. They think of the now and they don't think of the future. So please think of the future and make sure for tip number 3, and the most important one that I'm going to bring you just now, you make sure you rectify this next mistake. Oh, hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play, and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators, and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video, and if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business. Okay, this is one thing that I think a lot of people miss and what they forget to do. And actually, without this, in any form of business, not just in the NFT space, if you don't do this, you are going to fall into a lot of problems. And this is to invest in your team. A lot of people don't think that they can do this. They think they can do everything. And you cannot be a one-man band or a one-person band in this NFT space. Why? Because you need community around you. You need the people that are going to buy into things, and you need the people that are going to really set sail on this ship with you. So think about the space that we're in. It's 24/7. It is global. You cannot be expected to build a business as well as answer all the questions and do the customer service on your own. So you need to think about investing in the people around you to make sure this could work. Could there be someone in a different region that could be a great community mod or manager? That would be incredible for you and would really, really help your cause. Could you also make sure you've got someone really techie to help make sure that you iron out any minting issues or any sort of problems when it comes to doing future airdrops to make sure this is efficient, this is gas friendly, and it's maybe sustainable, which is what a lot of more people are looking for when they're looking to invest in a particular project. All these things you need to think about. You cannot be expected in a new space to know how to do it themselves. Maybe you're an artist and your thing is being able to make really fantastic art. Then you are the person that creates the artwork for the project. But invest in someone who knows a lot about marketing. Invest in someone who knows how to do the development. Invest in someone who's a really good communicator. This is where you need to invest some money. If you haven't got the money up front, make sure it's one of the first things you do when you start to mint your project so that you can start really investing in your team. And that is something that I think a lot of people miss because they try and do everything themselves, or they try and make all the money for themselves. And actually, it's going to shoot you in the foot for the long run because lots of people are going to be like, you're not doing this, you're not delivering on this, you're not delivering on that. Too overwhelming, too problematic, and actually never good for the community. So there we go. That's your top tip from me and the biggest mistake that you want to undo to make sure that you do things better next time. Well, there we have it. 3 top tips to help you turn mistakes on their head and turn them into a positive. These are things that I've learned and seen that lots of people have done wrong in the space and actually haven't rectified, and their projects have suffered for it. And you have the opportunity to really make a difference for your own project. So start on the right foot. If you need more help and more marketing tips, check out this video. This one is going to really walk you through 3 other top tips that I think are really easy for you to chop and change to make sure that this is better for your NFT collection as well. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you then.